Hi, my name is Lindsay Zike and I'm an artist. I recently graduated from Arizona State University's Herberger Institute for Design and the Arts, and today I'm going to be talking to you about the body chain piece that I made that's called Lavinia's Body Chain. I was really inspired by ancient designs. There was a particular piece that was found in a hoard of Roman artifacts. It's probably the most classically known Roman body chain, and it's the Etruscan style chain, and it's got a very large, distinct pendant on the center of it, and I really wanted to create something that was similar to that, in that vein of using the Etruscan chain and creating a piece that filled an entire body instead of just a necklace. I really wanted to emphasize the way that a body moves and what a body looks like. So I created a piece that would flow around a body. Bodies move all the time. There's really no time that a body is very stationary except when it's a statue, basically. So this body chain moves with the wearer, and the way that it catches the light, it causes a viewer to really see the way that the body is moving. So to be able to put something on the body that would add to it, to emphasize it, rather than to detract from it or to just kind of sit on top of it. An Etruscan chain is, well, it's a chain that was very popular apparently during the Etruscan and the Roman time periods. The Romans borrowed it, and in many cases it is actually called the Roman chain. It's a style of chain making that not only can be done, but has to be done with pure metals. It's a fusing technique that before solder was really a thing, they had to fuse the metals together, and that can really only be done with very pure metals. We're talking, pure silver, fine silver, and 24 karat gold. Occasionally it can be done with lower carats of gold, but generally it's done with 24 karat gold. And the original chains were all done with very pure carats of gold. And this fusing technique is probably the oldest technique, and the way that it's done today isn't done the way that it was done in ancient times, because we don't really know how it was done, but we know they didn't have torches. So in that way, I'm very lucky in this modern time to be able to have the fine control that a torch will offer. So that's kind of a fun way to look back on the past and recreate something, even if it's not the same exact technique, but to create something that comes very close to the same style. You end up with a very sinuous piece that moves almost like a snake. It's a very smooth piece once it's completed, and I very much enjoyed that aspect of the completed pieces. So I really wanted to push not only how much I could do with it, but how far I could take it. My inspiration for the pendants design came from a combination of very ancient Roman styles and I guess you could call it more modern Victorian styles. The Victorian time period seemed like almost an accidental resurgence of jewelry making techniques and fashion and art. And I feel like things from that period ended up being timeless because they drew from past time periods. They drew a lot of their styles from Rome and Greece, the same way that even modern people do so. And I feel as though anything that pulls back from time periods and adds their modern time to it creates something that is neither ancient nor completely new. And in that, it creates a feeling of timelessness because it doesn't exist in any one time. And that's on purpose, because things that exist for only one time period get stuck there, and they can't really be looked at later on and thought of as something that really fits in a modern time. I feel like this body chain captured that because of its mixture of these ancient techniques and the modern way that it all gets put together, a bit of a modern eye, the way that I've tried to mix Roman times, Etruscan times, Victorian times, and a pinch of modern. That Druzy crystal is not something that really many other time periods have used in any real manner. So I feel like that's the modern spice. So the center crystal is actually what's known as a Druzy crystal, and it grows much the same way that an amethyst does. This particular crystal has a titanium coating on it, which is what makes it as colorful as it is. And I fell in love with this stone before I even know what I was going to do with it, because the color play on it is absolutely gorgeous. I love this piece. Honestly, this piece for me turned out better than I could have ever wanted it to. I feel like when it's worn, the person wearing it really has a feeling of being adorned in a way that a necklace doesn't do, in a way that earrings don't do. It's something that fully envelops a body, and it doesn't scream to be paid attention to, but if you see it, you're going to remember it.